Hello everyone, I am back and I would like to talk about sides really quick. I'm not sure if any of you like to cook or whatnot. I'm sorry. You can't. I have to leave this up here, but that is my daughter Aubrey. Oh, I'm so tickled. Say hello. Hello. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about sides. I don't cook dinner that often because I have small children that are very, very picky eaters style. So from time to time, I do get to be creative and make something special, I guess you could call it, for us. And one of my specialty sides is bacon wrapped asparagus. Well, I've been trying to be a bit more health conscious with my diet in certain aspects, so I have removed the bacon from that recipe, and all I do now is just cook it on a griddle, whatever you have, with some seasoned garlic butter and I don't know what I did with it. A little bit of pepper. I'll be right back. A bit of pepper. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to use peppercorn medley or my regular black pepper. But I have some asparagus spears, and I did get the fresh kind. I don't want the ones in the can.
I love cans.
So I'm just going to grill these as an easy side. It pairs nicely with tilapia for one, or maybe any other type of fish. Today I'll be pairing this with our dinner, which is oven baked ribs. So here goes. Watch this super quick tutorial on how to make asparagus spears. And before we actually get started, I'll go ahead and give you the mild or mini intro to my second side that I'm going to go over today. I'm sure everybody knows what this is. Almost everybody. An ear of corn. Okay, so I get mine just like this. And I like to shuck them myself and fry some corn. Now, I used to put these in a pot of boiling water and let them boil and boil and boil, just to get what I like to call the little strings, make the little stringies easier to come off. And I'm sorry if I'm not using the proper term for them. Hey, I can always look it up and find out, or you can. But I swore by that method to remove those easily, and one day I was in a rush and needed to shuck some corn really quick for dinner, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to skip the boiling process. And what do you know, it worked out just the same without boiling it. So I save time now when I'm frying my corn. And I don't use any type of like oil per se in there. You might use like bacon grease or something of that nature that's already flavored, but I'm going to put a little bit of salted butter in mine. Salted butter. And pepper, salt. I also have out this pan. And I'm going to show you a really cool trick with that when I start working with my corn, okay? So grab your bundt cake pan if you have one, okay? It's going to come in handy. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to heat up my grill. I am using a George Foreman grill. I use it in, one of my other videos to panini grill a sandwich. It is coming in handy and I greatly appreciate it. So, yes, I will be using that for my asparagus spears. So I'm going to go ahead and get that fired up, and I'll show you what it looks like once I have the asparagus spears. The asparagus spears, I don't know where that came from, on the grill. Alright, you guys, so I am at my grill so that you all can see what kind I'm using. A George Foreman grill. Okay. And, you know, I'm going to have to figure a way how to flip this camera better. Okay, so I am looking for my... Now I'm going to use some no-stick vegetable oil spray. So, I'll show you that in a second. Using this spray right here, no-stick vegetable oil spray. Go ahead and give a light spray on my grill. Let's see. Okay. And Trinity is right here, so I'm trying to make sure that she don't get hit by anything. And now I'm tripping over. Okay. I'm gonna have to have a sip of this, you guys. One second. Okay, so I've decided that I'm gonna use this butter here. It is garlic, Parmesan, and Basil seasoned butter. And you can make your own butter, melt it down, add some seasoning, some spices, let it solidify, pop it in the fridge. Well, let it solidify in the fridge, and then bring it out, and there you go, season spread. Now I'm also going to use this peppercorn medley for my asparagus spears. So I have them here. They've been cleaned, they've been washed. My George Foreman is heating up. I'm going to go ahead and tear that off. Butter can be very hard sometimes too, so what I do is, and this is a grill, it's gonna drip down, but that's okay. Get enough on here to where we can at least get that flavor. Show you guys in a second what that looks like. Butter on the grill. Camera's a little funny right now, but getting this butter on. I'm going to grill my asparagus spears. Now, I will say that this will be my first time actually using the grill for them. I normally bake them in the oven. To those that may use the grill or some type of a grill more than me, feel free to share any tips, tricks, ideas, recipes in the comments below. Alright, so I'm going to show you what this looks like. Buttered grill. Okay, that's my seasoned butter. Now I'm going to lay my asparagus on. And hopefully it stays. Hitting them on the grill like that. Because I hope it stays, because you know they're going to slide down. So I'll get it together. I'm going to get it together. We're having these for dinner. Get as many on there as I can. I'm going to go ahead and close it down. And then once they're kind of settled on there, then I'll crack my pepper on it. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that let down. So I have them cooking right now. And the butter smells really great. They'll probably have to grill for a little while because asparagus can be very, very tough and can take a little while to cook, okay? So, get my butter now. Y'all okay? have my butter here. Okay. And what I was about to say about my butter is I'm going to keep that on the side by my side because as this cooks, we'll need to probably add a bit more. I wish there was a way to get that in a King spray. Okay, so I'm going to take a peek. Oh, it's really not doing anything too extravagant right now. But yeah, I'm going to get my cracked pepper on there. And I think what I might do is melt a bit of my butter in the microwave, or try to get some on the top part of the grill. See what happens. Or just put it directly on the asparagus. You can do that too. And I'm just using a generous amount. This is also the same butter that I use for like steaks and stuff like that. Don't worry, I have a tutorial coming for that as well. So we should be good. I'm putting a generous amount of butter on here. It's going to go everywhere, so I'm going to make sure that I'm getting it where it needs to go. Okay. One more spoon should do it. Okay, so let me show you what I have here. The cracked pepper. So I'm going to close that up, let that continue cooking. And we'll check on that in a few. Alright, hello guys, I am back. I have my asparagus going on the George Foreman grill. It smells amazing. That is asparagus, some seasoned butter, and some cracked or crushed black peppercorn medley. Smells wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to do something a bit different with my fried corn today. I'm going to add some little tomatoes in there. Some of you may already do it. I don't. Nice touch. I like to switch it up every time I make something. Add a little bit of this chicken broth. I don't know if you can see it good or not. You see that? Get my chicken broth. Okay, do it like that. Black pepper. Some regular salted butter. I use sweet cream butter. I don't use margarine or I don't use the Imperial, just vegetable oil. I have to use real butter. Ever since I realized I wasn't using real butter for years, I like to switch to this sweet cream butter here. Okay, so before we get started, I'm going to get my tomato diced. Again, this is the recipe for a side, which is fried corn. Fresh corn is so good, you guys. You'll never want to go back to can if you have this. Alright, so I'm going to start by dicing my tomato first. And this is a very well cleaned counter. You can use a cutting board, you can use a plate, a pan, whatever you feel you want to use. It's your prerogative. I'm going to use my granite countertops. Okay, so here goes. And also, before I start slicing this, I purchased something that would make slicing tomatoes, apples, and things of that nature really, really easy. I'm not going to bring it out right now, but I will have a tutorial on how to make a homemade apple pie. And I will be using my slicer. But today I'm going to use my knife in my hands and hope for the best with these little cubes, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and this is a tomato straight from the vine, right off the vine, to be honest. Okay, so I am going to do some cuts in either direction just to get me some nice cubes. You can look at the pan. Oh, that's the asparagus. Cutting it like this. Ways. And I'm going to cut into the side a bit like that. Way too much. Just cut my pieces. And you want to keep your fingers curled. Like curled in like that. So that you don't get one of them. Or any of them. I'm just chopping my tomato. It's not going to be a nice dice or anything. Just got a nice little dice there. Some of them are bigger than others. Just dice them up even further. Alright, so I have those. I'm going to take these and I'm going to put them on over into my prepared skillet. Again, this is fried corn. And I'm adding the tomatoes as my own personal touch. Alright, so next we're going to move on to the corn. I have 3 ears of corn on the cob here, still in the husk. What y'all call it? I think, I'm not sure now. I think this is a down south thing, shucking the corn. Maybe it's an all-around thing. But I'm going to get ready to shuck these now after I check on my asparagus. So y'all come with me and let's check on that asparagus and see what it looks like. Well, you guys, I think the asparagus looks great. I'm just going to flip them, I guess. Nice, beautiful grill marks on those. All right, I'm going to flip them, give them a few more minutes on the other side, and we should be good. But like I said, asparagus tends to be very tough, so you want to make sure that you cook it all the way through. And I'm wondering if boiling it first may work. I know it sounds crazy, but some of the weirdest ways work, actually. So again, I am just going to flip my asparagus, and I love, absolutely love, love, love the grill marks that I have achieved on my George Foreman grill. Super duper proud. All right. Okay, so I am back. I have turned the heat off on my asparagus spears. I'm just gonna let them finish cooking on the grill as it cools down. But I did unplug it. So now I'm gonna go ahead and shut my corn. Aubrey, you doing all right, baby?
Yeah, you're all right.
Okay. So here we go. Like I said, I used to boil these, put them in some like very hot boiling water just to try to make this process a whole lot easier. But one day when I was in a rush, I realized, no, that's not the case. You know, you could do it either way. You could have your cake and eat it too. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. I'm just literally just pulling this off. I'll pull as many of those strings with it. Those little strings that are falling, because you do not want to eat those. They are not delicious.
You do not.
I just don't think they're the part of the corn that you need to be eating. You can also rub this way, and that rubs them out. Okay, rub this way, and that will rub them out of the corn as well. Or you could go down, top to bottom, or bottom to top. So I'm just gonna make sure that I have all the pieces, and you might have to bring it in for a closer inspection. And also, if anyone has any tips or tricks on how I can make that a more simpler process, please let me know. Please let me know in the comments. I love help and advice, tips and tricks, and especially DIY projects. I used to watch that show all the time. I don't know what the name of it was. It was something about DIY on the like on the Discovery Channel or something of that nature. Okay, so I think we're almost ready to do this one. I'll show you this cool trick that I learned a couple years back. still see a few little strings. Like I said, you may see some here and there. You may not. It just depends on that ear of corn. This one seems like it wants to hold on to those little stringy bits for dear life. So let me finish cleaning these and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I have shucked my 3 ears of corn here. Now, this is where the bundt cake pan comes into play. I learned this trick a couple years back. I don't know where I got it from, but believe you me, I love giving people their credit. So if or when I remember, I will add that to the comment section so that you guys can have your proper credit. But you take the ear of corn, you stick it down in the hole. This is the bottom of my corn. You may can use the top, but I find it that the bottom works best with that little piece of stalk there, and it gets held into place. So now I'm gonna stand up and do this just so that I can have a clear view of the corn from the top. So have it here. I'm gonna hold it here at the top like that. Take my knife, and run it parallel with the corn all the way down. So all you're gonna do, and you'll know how deep to go. You can go deeper if you feel like the kernels aren't big enough, but you don't want the middle part, and you just shave it off just like that. And watch your fingernails, watch your fingertips. You don't want those in there. Won't taste good or feel good. That's why I say you want to get a nice view from the top. Savannah, come and look, baby. Super cool. You see it, Aubrey?
Yeah, I see it.
All right, stand back.
Okay.
We're just getting that corn off of the cob. It's super duper easy, and I may have got this from someone on Food Network. I'm not for sure. But look. Done.
Yeah,
easy. It's all there. Corn did not go everywhere, and you are ready to go.
Yeah, get it.
Second ear.
Mom,
let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Top and work our way down. The more you do this, the quicker you'll get. Because at first it was like, what am I doing? What type of knife do I use? But as you do this, you will learn what works best for you. Some ears are better than others. Get a better cut. I'm just going right down it. And it's going right into my bowl. See?
Oh my God.
Some of them come off in whole strips, so I can't even pick it up. But
yeah, pick it up.
Apart. Look at that fresh corn.
Yeah, the fresh corn. Yeah, we
genius, right?
Yeah, genius. Why? It is genius.
Right. So this is our last ear of corn.
Wow, it is cutting. Oh, no, it's not popping. Yes, it's not popping. It is popping.
Just cut it right there like that.
Oh, it is not popping.
All right, we got about 2 more sides to do here. Last side. Wiggle that guy out, and there you have it. I have cut the corn off the cob easily, utilizing my bundt cake pan. Now I am going to just kind of sift through here, make sure we got all those stringy bits out as best we could. I mean, I guess if you run across one, it won't be so bad. Like this one, probably can't even tell. Alright, so I'm just breaking up the corn a bit, but it wasn't that easy. So we're just gonna get our corn into our skillets. We're gonna have some water in here too because of those tomatoes. That's alright. Wonderful, right? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get my black pepper in there. I'm just gonna do a couple of dashes of black pepper. Okay. And a sprinkle of salt. We do have salted butter. And I'm going to go ahead and get all of my ingredients in before placing my pan on the heat. Do about 2 to 3 tablespoons of butter in there. And then I'm also going to add some chicken broth for a bit of flavor. Just a little bit, because I did not use any type of flavored grease or anything, and my butter is just flavored with salt only. And I did about 1/4 of a cup. 1/8 to 1/4 of a cup of that. And let's get the corn on the stove to fry. That's what it looks like in the skillet. So let's go.